YouTube, welcome back. Let's talk about it. So, Casanova in jail, he feeling lonely. You know what I'm saying? He feeling real lonely. But you know what's crazy? I'm disappointed in Casanova because you know this will come with that life. You know this will come with that lifestyle. Now, in Cass' situation, he done been to jail before. So he know how it is. Most of the people that came back around you when you was popping was because you took off with the music thing. But it killed me how y'all dudes, y'all would praise Jay-Z. Y'all would look up to Jay-Z. Y'all would want to be just like Jay-Z. But I see dudes constantly not moving the way Jay-Z moves. And especially with the way the internet work these days, what stop you from moving how that man move? I don't get it. I don't understand it. Tell me what's stopping you from moving like Jay-Z. It's nothing. It's nothing in this world stopping you from moving like Jay-Z. A lot of these rappers either could have been bigger than Jay, could have did more than Jay, but they whole focus is Jay. Your focus is Jay, but you focusing on the wrong things. You ain't investing like Jay investing. You're not entertaining the streets like Jay long ago been stopped entertaining the streets. A long time ago when he knew he ain't had to do that no more. Transition, constantly made these moves, constantly still staying relevant. But see, back to Casanova though, man. Disappointed because you know your actions and what you were doing, you know that's what come with this lifestyle. You knew once you got locked up, people weren't gonna rock with you no more like that. You knew once you got locked up, a lot of people weren't gonna, you know what I'm saying, have your back. Y'all be knowing this, but still wanna live that life. You still wanna be gang. You wanna be the toughest goon in New York. You wanna be the toughest gangster in New York. Big blood, you want to represent the gang. So much so far so, you go visit your big homie in jail, whole conversation bugged up. Now you want dudes to come visit you in jail, knowing y'all whole conversation gonna be bugged up. You knew better than that, Cass. You know what's going on. You been there before. Why would you put yourself back in that situation? Y'all got these other people out here, even if they slanging it illegally, you would never know because they got legal dispensaries. But no, you just want to show that you got the work. Where your LLC at? Where your dispensary at? You around Jay and you ain't soaking up none of this game? That's a whole nother thing. Why y'all steady want to get around a dude just to take pictures with him? Just to say you was with him. Just to say you was seen with him. But ain't soaked up none of the game. None of it. You end up getting into beef with 6ix9ine because he trolling. Y'all let a kid come through and make y'all look bad. So let's keep it 100. If you want to talk real, let's be real. If you really want to think about it, as far as New York go, because Nas investing, he doing his thing. Nas ain't in the streets. Jay investing, he doing his thing. He not in the streets. But if you look at it from a street perspective, 6ix9ine was the biggest goon in New York. I don't care what y'all say. I don't care what nobody say, but he was the biggest gangster. I'm going to tell you why. He was controlling how older dudes move. He had older dudes shooting for him, robbing for him, kicking in doors, doing some of everything. Hey, yo, Cass, 6ix9ine had all the dudes clapping at you. And you in there playing this game. Why you even into that? Why you even getting that game? And you with Rock Nation. You just want to be at the brunch. You just want to be around Jay-Z. You just want to be at the brunch. But you don't want the game though. You don't want to get the house like he got. You don't want to have, you know what I'm saying, to be out here with your kids and to be out here with your wife and be enjoying life. Imagine that. Same cars y'all showing off in y'all videos and all this and that. If Jay had the mini car, he couldn't even drive them because 90% of the time he probably getting drove around. Security like crazy, 2-3 drivers. But once again, like I say, y'all praise them, but y'all don't move like them. Y'all don't use y'all head. Jay sit back, years go by, watch everything, listen to everything, hear everything, and when he decide to drop music about it, people feel like it's the greatest thing in the world. When all he did was get a beat put on and tell y'all back everything y'all been saying about him. So Cass, you know how it was gonna be when you got locked up. But maybe you just thought you was gonna be out soon. Maybe you just thought being with Rock Nation put you above the law. I don't understand it. Y'all know the feds on Instagram. You DMing hits on Instagram and you know the feds. I don't understand that either. Y'all know where the feds at. Y'all know what the feds do. And instead of steady trying to move how you supposed to move, you got to be the biggest street dude. You got to be the biggest gangster. You got to be the biggest dude. Well, let me tell you what's really gangster. What's really gangster is when somebody can say something about you, you can just have somebody to do it. Jay-Z don't got to touch you. He got enough money to get you touched. Master P don't got to touch you. He got enough money to get you touched. Diddy has put his hands on people, but Diddy ain't got to touch nobody. If he wants you touched, he'll get you touched. So even when people get out of line and try to get tough with Diddy, like, hey man, look, stay in your lane. Because guess what? You probably would beat up Diddy, but at the end of the day, he got money to whereas anything he want to happen to you, he can get it done and it'll happen to you. That's gangster. Not, oh, look at me over here, I got a gun. Who don't? Not look at me, look at this chain. Who ain't got chains? Not look at me, I'm riding in this car. Who don't got cars? They don't understand you dudes. And now, because you can't drop no music, your bond was denied, somehow you felt like you was above the law and wasn't gonna go happen to you, and now you lonely, you in there crying, people don't mess with you, ain't nobody came to see you. What you thought was gonna happen, Cass? I would expect you being a dude from the street, I would expect you to know better. So you had to know this was coming. You had to know that this was gonna lead to this, Cass. You know how this game go. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. You know who my worst enemy was? Not the person I knew that was gonna try to kill me. Not the person I knew that was gonna try to come kill me and none of that. No, them weren't my worst enemies. You know why? Because them was enemies I knew where I stood with. You know who your worst enemies are always going to be? Your friends. Because you don't even know where you really stand with your friends until something don't go their way. Then that's when you'll find out when you really stand with them. Or it could be going their way, but something could happen to you that could just make them jealous and they'll do whatever. They'll sleep with your girl. They'll tell your girl lies. They'll try to set you up. They'll try to kill you. They'll take you out. They'll snitch on you. They'll rat on you. They'll do all that. So I tell people all the time, you really shouldn't be mad at your ops. You should have a certain respect for them. Reason being, you know how they coming. And you know how you coming with them. It's understood. It's something that don't got to be explained. But your best friend that just slept with your girl, you don't know what to think. Your best friend that just ratted on you, you don't know what to think. Your best friend that done went and told the cops everything about you because he know everything about you, you don't know what to think. But this supposed to be your best friend though. Your girl that's supposed to be holding you down, sleeping with all your friends, digging in your stash, stealing your money. You know what I'm saying? I tell love everybody, we in the generation, man, look, love don't matter no more. You want some love, go buy it from Walgreens. It's cheap as hell. You go get you one of them Walgreens cars, you get you a Walgreens car for about $2.99, you feel me? You can go get you one of them if you looking for some love. Because in this day and age, ain't no love out here. It ain't real. Ain't no loyalty out here. It ain't real either. And Cash, you should know better. You in the situation to whereas you ain't gonna have to do nothing but trick because eventually all the dudes that got locked up with you and booked on them case, they're gonna tell them and they gonna try to get lesser charges. They gonna look at it well like, look, we don't, for one, we don't got the money that Cash got. And for two, I mean, he the star, he the rapper. What can we do? All right, look, you facing 30. You want 10 took off of that and do this 20? We need to know something. All right, look, you getting the 15 to 20. So we can get it down to 7, but you gonna have to tell us something. Man, y'all know how the feds play. This will kill me with street dudes the most. They act like they don't know how the feds play. Who ain't went down? Look at Meech. One of the realest dude, man, look, listen. And when I say this, like, skip what he had and what he was doing and what he did to get it, but, bro, Meech was in a position to where he didn't have to help people. He didn't have to put NBA players back on their feet after they blew their money. Yeah, I know about it. He didn't have to have all these rappers looking like they had more money than what they had. Yeah, I know about it. Meech could have been selfish. The operation was so smooth, he could have been selfish and fell back and didn't even have to have a name. Didn't even need the name. He could have fell back and had people just running everything and walked away. Look, Meech's operation was so tight-knit. He could have been doing that for plenty more years. And by the time he got busted, probably walked away with a year or two. Man stood tall in court and took 40. Why more people ain't rapping for him? Why more people ain't saying his name? Why more people ain't putting him out there like that? But I'm going to tell you the difference between Meech and Cash. Meech ain't sitting there crying. Meech ain't in there sitting there looking for nobody to write him letters. Meech ain't waiting on nobody to show up and save him. You know why? Because Meech knew what came with the game. He was a man. He stood on rules. He stood on principles. And he knew what came with it. And he took his time like a man. He ain't had to snitch on nobody. He ain't had to tell on nobody. And at the same time, he ain't sitting there crying. Cash, you sitting there crying when you know this what the game is. You sitting there crying when you know this how the game go. Now you want your friends. What a letter gonna do for you, Cash? They can't come talk to you. That conversation gonna be bugged up. They can't write you. That conversation gonna be bugged up. They probably on the run from the same people that got you and you want them to run to the people. Nah, see, Cash ain't thinking about that. See, miss his wife. He missed being up inside that. Yeah, he missed that. He missed all that bottle popping and, you know, wanting to be at the brunch, you know, having a jewelry and doing shows and living that life and shootouts and this, that. Yeah, he missing all that. That's what it really is. It ain't even really about your friends. You missing that lifestyle. Them people stopped your whole life. Your whole life. You missing out. You missing out on a ton. And the same people that you expecting to ride for you now, the ones that they ain't looking like that, why would they ride for you now? And they was only riding with you when you started being successful. I knocked out this dude, I shot this dude, I did this in jail, I did this and that. And then in every interview wanna tell on yourself and tell every crime that you did. Yeah, Jay rapped about selling drugs, but did Jay come out and say, yeah, I just gave a key to Billy Bob who stayed at such and such and did such? No. Y'all get on Vlad and do that. Y'all get in the media and do that. Y'all get in these interviews and do that. So, I mean, I hate to see anybody locked up, but at the same time, you know what come with the game. Be a man. Take your time. Try to get that sentence reduced as much as you can. Come home and get back to your family. But you know the one thing that killed me with dudes like Cass, they'll say all this now. Come home and do the same thing. Be in the same situation. Be around the same people. Be around the same gang that ain't never did nothing for them. Look out for yourself, man. Look out for your family. Who holding it down now? You can't, because you in the slammer. See your wife out here, you know, she busts a little ram or two for you. She probably a good woman, you know. She probably gonna hold you down as much as she can, as long as she can. But at the same time, what she supposed to do when she get lonely? What she supposed to do when she get that tingly feeling? What she supposed to do? You can't do nothing about it. Surrounded by that, y'all kill me, man. Y'all do so much to go be surrounded by dudes every day. Taking a shower with dudes that gotta watch another dude use the bathroom. I be trying to run out the bathroom sometimes after I use the bathroom. And y'all be so in a rush to get back to the dude with other dudes because you want to quote unquote be so street. You want to quote unquote be the top goon, the biggest gangster, the woo woo. Now everybody just talking about how you in jail crying. And what's gangster about that? Nothing. It's your boy Buddha, man. Make sure y'all check out the playlist. See the rest of my videos. Make sure y'all watch my last video. I'm out.